me what do you do? She said nothing, but I'm damn sure it's more than you. That girl's a genius. I think she's serious. What do you know? It's who you are. She's everything. You don't need an education to know the class that you're in. Hey there, girl, tell me what do you do? She said nothing, but I'm damn sure it's more than you. That girl's a genius. I think she's serious. That girl's a genius. I think she's serious. Hey there, boy, come on over and sit. Love is when you wanna kiss and you get bit. That girl's a genius. I think she's serious. That girl's a genius. I think she's serious. That girl's a genius. That girl's a genius. That girl's a genius.
And live, the guys from Jet who are in town tonight. We're talking to Cameron, Nick, and Chris. Welcome to Rock Radio, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming in. Firstly, Glasgow. When were you last here?
Wow.
It was Tea in the Park 2006, was it?
Right, that sounds right.
Something like that?
Yeah.
7?
That's right, yeah.
2007.
It was the last,
2007.
it would have been the last show of the tour at the time, right?
Mm. Tea in the Park, a good gig.
Yeah, good way,
It's
to,
all
good
right,
way
yeah.
to end.
Yeah. And it's been a wee while since your last album, but this new one has been out how long? Shaka Rock.
Well, a week.
Since the 7th of this month, yeah, September 7th it came out.
Right. Quite happy with it.
Yeah, we put a lot of love and a lot of time. Obviously, it's been 3 years. So yeah, we're really happy.
Right. Now the single, we've been playing quite a wee bit, the single from the album. It's done okay here in the UK. One of your road guys was telling me though it's doing really well in the States.
Yeah, things are going great in the States. We've always put a lot of time and energy, and it's always paid off for us in the States. And fortunately for us, Japan and Australia's going good too. And we're going to be spending a bit of time. We're going to Germany after this, and you know, it's all been really positive so far. So we're really happy.
It's great to have a band in from Australia. I mean, we've had quite a bit in from
Who have you had
Australia
in
recently.
here,
Well, with AC/DC, with Airborne. They're a band that we've been supporting quite a bit on the station, and they're touring again. Have you come across Airborne?
I've never met them actually, but knew when they were sort of like, I think we were in LA doing our second record when we first heard of them.
Mm-hmm. Very similar in a way to ACD, similar sort of simple Australian bar rock and roll, but it's great and it's effective. Yeah. You guys, I know you're one of your road guys I was talking to there, obviously Glaswegian.
Yeah.
Have you guys got any Scottish roots in amongst you?
Actually, yeah, my grandparents migrated to of my mum's side, migrated to Australia after the war, and I think they're originally from Carfin. It's
near Motherwell.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
All right. The album Shaka Rock. Obvious question. Shaka Rock. What is Shaka Rock?
Literal translation is bastard rock. Just Shaka Zulu was like a bloodthirsty warlord, like in Africa, and his name meant illegitimate or bastard. And so we just took that and put rock on the end. It's that simple.
Right. Sounds good. And the sleeve from the front, what's the burning, what is it? It's burning bus?
Well, we had, I mean, normally this is our third album, and there's always a discussion of, what are you going to do with the artwork, and we were just sort of talking about it, and they arranged a meeting with this photographer, and it was all just a bit sort of boring, and we thought, I think we were standing in New York at the time. There's a lot of graffitied sort of box trucks around, and Cam just sort of said, I don't even know if he meant it as a joke or for real, but he said, why don't we just get a truck and write the name of the album on the side of it and be done with it? And we all kind of had a laugh, and then thought, you know what, that's not a bad idea. And then somehow after a few drinks, the idea to burn the thing entered into the equation. And there we have it.
I wanted it to get destroyed over a period of time. Like, the original idea was maybe park it in some sort of dodgy area and then just film and see what happened to it, like maybe even put up a sign, like do whatever you want with this, but in the end, like, we didn't really have time for that, so we just took it out in the desert and destroyed it ourselves.
The other side, of course, of the sleeve, the back of the CD, there's a fantastic old, presumably it's an old American car, is that a Chevy or something, a 57 Chevy?
It's my car, actually.
Really?
Yeah, it's not a Chevy, it's a 1966 Mercury Comet. Wow. I only made a few of them, I think it was like the pace car for the NASCAR races, like back in the day, but they just didn't know. They tried to sell it to families, but of course it's like got a massive 390 engine in it, so I don't think many families took to it, and then they just stopped making them. So there's only a few around, but yeah, because we were going to be in Austin making the record for 3 months, just didn't want to turn up to the studio every day in a rented Tarago or something, just didn't really feel right. So,
which is like a Vauxhall.
And the original idea again was to, like, we were gonna start in LA and then drive it out to Austin, but I was having a problem with suspensions, so my tour manager organised to put it on the back of a truck. He had a friend who had an empty semi going that way, so yeah, ended up in Austin. I was driving that car around for 3 months, so we got it on the cover. It was a part of the record in many ways, I suppose. Drove to the studio every day in it and all that kind of thing.
Looks very, very impressive.
And everything about the record was really organic in that way, because we'd chosen to go out to Texas. We were so far away from anyone influential in terms of, people in the business that were around for the previous two records, that we just, everything came out really naturally like that, the idea for the album, having the car in the shot, and obviously producing the record ourselves, as a co-production with a friend of ours, Frenchie. And so yeah, there you go.
Type rockradio.co.uk and hit return for more.